Welcome back to our channel and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'm so excited for you to join me today. I ended up going to Sheridan Nurseries in Ontario where I live, and the Magnolia company has wreaths now available there. So I picked up a 24-inch wreath. It's the turkey pheasant wreath. And I owned a Magnolia for many, many years. And unfortunately last year it succumbed to scales, so we had to cut it down. So this is kind of a little homage to that, having something that I can keep year after year during Thanksgiving. It comes in a very, very sturdy box, which I intend to keep to either store this wreath or swap it out with maybe my older preserved boxwood wreaths that I've purchased from another company. So I just undid the zip ties on the back. And I will lift this up. And it's absolutely stunning. Honestly, to see it in person gives you a better idea, but I don't know if you can see all the fall colors. There's millet seeds as well as wheat that they've tucked in, but the intensity of the magnolia is absolutely gorgeous. And I can see already from the glossy leaves here, they've already started changing. So if you're in a colder climate or you're keeping this in a cooler room away from sunlight, it's going to take a little bit longer to age. Otherwise, you can just mist it once a week. And I can see there's care instructions here. Also talking about the degrees and how long it takes for it to change. So obviously in a warmer climate, 10 to 14 days, it's already going to start aging. But to know that I can use it year after year in the fall is magnificent. Now, what's really cool, we have the pheasant feathers as well as the turkey feathers tucked in, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Just the colors of it all. And what's kind of neat, which I've never seen on my own personal magnolia, is these large seed pods that have been tucked inside. Just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set this up so you can hang it either on a brick wall, or as I'm doing today or by tomorrow, is hanging it on a front door with a suction cup. So here's my front door. Once you find the positioning, and I am bringing it down a little bit lower since my door has 3 panels. I find the center of where I want to place it, and the suction cup, you just kind of place it and then I press it lightly. But it also comes with another rim to press it, keeping water out, but I'm covered here. And then you're going to have the hardware on top of it. So once you've pressed that and placed it, you're going to gently, I'm just going to remove a little bit of flint, the screw, and this is the knob portion, and gently, especially if you're putting it on glass or even on tile as I've used in the bathroom. And then you're just going to turn it and let it sit for 24 hours before hanging anything. But it's quite nice and it's very durable. I just want to give you a glimpse of my boxwood that I had mentioned that's way over 10 years old. I did not buy it from the Magnolia company, but I'm definitely going to be buying other products from them. In order to keep or preserve boxwood, just like the Magnolia, you definitely want to use a mister. And probably, once a week, just give it a quick spray. My husband used to get worried because I had this hanging over our television, but it didn't do enough damage to ruin his TV. But it has really kept it in immaculate shape. Just a note of warning, I previously had a mister that was not made from a ceramic base, as this one is. And unfortunately, because it was metal, it had been sitting on the shelf every week and it developed rust spots, and that ended up spraying my entire boxwood, which I had to sit and meticulously try to clean up after the incident, and it sprayed it all over my wall and his TV. So just be careful to make sure that your mister is either plastic, glass, or ceramic. Now, one question I'm probably going to get is, how do you hang on brick without damaging your brick? So Ook who does a lot of picture hanging products, has a variety of different hangers. One of them being this, which is going to be spring loaded. I'm just going to turn it, and there's the hook part. And basically what you do is you press it into your brick area, and then you're going to snap it into place. The other one it made, which I ended up utilizing in this case, is a different wreath hanger, and also it has the spring loading at the bottom. So it just kind of snaps into place within this, and you just kind of press it upwards and then click it onto the surface, and then you can remove it without damaging your brick, whether it's painted or not. I'm still in absolute awe of all the detailing, how thick the magnolia leaves are, and I'm excited to see them age, but even the plumes from the turkey feathers, as well as the multiple variegations of the different pheasant feathers as well, and the millet and the wheat. It looks perfect for fall. I've just snipped the back side of the black zip ties, and now when I lifted it up, it's been released, you can see the Magnolia Company has placed a white zip tie that can be used for hanging, but so well done. And it makes such a difference having it hand done and hand tied. A lot of care. Now, if 24 inches is too large for your door or for your home, whether it's interior or exterior, they also sell a variety of sizes and a variety of different wreaths, swags, as well as garlands. But I'm so excited that I do not have to replace this every year. I can enjoy it for future Thanksgivings to come.